Now we will discuss some important aspects, economic aspects of generation. First is the load curve. What is the load curve? This is the variation of the load with respect to time. Typically, this is going to be something like this. This is the time and this is the load. Now the load variation, let us say you want to plot for a single day. This timeline, this is for a single day. Now if you are able to plot the load at different instants of time during the day, then you might get something like this. This is now called as the load curve. So you can write down a curve showing the load demand variations of consumers with respect to time is known as load curve. So the time, it can be for over a period of one day, then it will become a daily load curve. If it is over a period of 1 year, then it will become an annual load curve. Okay. So this is the very first understanding that you need to have. Then only you will understand the other terms. Next is the load factor. This is the ratio of the average load divided by the peak load. So the peak load during the same time that we are finding out the average load. So if you are finding out the average load over a day, okay, then what is the peak load in that particular day? That will give you the load factor. But usually what is important to us is the annual load factor. That means over a period of 1 year. The load factor, it will be less than unity. The average load will always be less than the peak load. But as near as it is to unity, that much it is desirable. We need to have a high load factor. Next is the capacity factor, or it is also called as the plant factor. So this is the ratio of average load to the rated capacity of the plant. So that means how much the plant can give, what is its full load capacity. That will give the capacity or the plant factor. So when will the load factor and capacity factor, it will be equal? When the peak load equals the rated capacity of the plant. Next is the diversity factor. So there are going to be multiple kinds of consumers. There will be industrial consumers, residential, there will be some offices or schools. For each of these consumers, the power demand is going to be different. So now the diversity factor, this is the ratio of the sum of the individual maximum demands of each of the type of consumers to the peak demand or the peak load. This is the diversity factor, and this is going to be greater than 1. A higher diversity factor is going to be a desirable characteristic. Next, finally, we have the reserve capacity. So this is the difference between the installed capacity and the maximum demand. Okay. Now one more important thing is base load and peak load. Now what is this base load and peak load? If you consider the load curve, you can see that this is the lowest load demand, right? Below this, the load demand is not falling. So now this is called as the base load. At any instant of time, the load demand will not fall below this base load. What about peak load? This is the peak load. Usually it occurs for only about a short interval of time, but the demand, the load magnitude, you can see it is high. So this is called as the peak load. So these variations in peak load, they will not be constant. At any given time, they are not going to be constant. They are going to depend on the day. But the base load, it is going to be constant. So the generating stations that are going to deliver the base load and the peak load, they are going to be different. And the load which is in between, this is often called as the intermediate load. Now the typical base load power generating stations, these are going to be thermal power stations. thermal generating units or hydro generating units or even nuclear power stations. Okay, and the peak load, so these are usually supplied by gas turbine units, diesel generators, and also pumped storage plants.